also added another session into this video because it felt silly to post such a short video. So my main goals for these sessions that I've included are going to be rewarding engagement, classically conditioning our markers, so good means food, yes means free plus food, and also like getting to know him as a dog. You know, even though he's a Malinois, we can expect what the breed's going to be. Each one's a little bit different. He's a little bit more on the nervy side. You can see he's a little nervous. He's definitely alert, which is normal for the breed. I would say some of that nervousness is less normal, but he's also a baby, so he is still developing. So I'm not super worried about his behaviors. He's very, very friendly, which is great. Super sharp, ready to learn, really like that. So what we're teaching in these sessions is kind of the blueprints for our recall and our heel, and you'll see that a lot more in the second session. This is our very first session. He got dropped off yesterday, actually. Usually the first day when they drop off, all we'll do is just some walks around.
Yeah, good.
It's a lot, so I try to kind of give them that first day to settle in at least. Some dogs take more. He's not one of those dogs. He's ready to go. So if he's ready to go, I'm ready to go. But we're just kind of having a good time. I am letting him get away with a lot of things that we won't eventually. So you'll see in the clips, he jumps on me, he bites my leash. But the thing is he doesn't know me. So if I just start yelling at him, which I don't really do for those behaviors, we do something else, but we'll learn about that later. But if I just start being like the bad guy where I'm like, no, 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 he's not going to have a good relationship with me, and he's not going to want to learn from me. He does have to like me a little bit to do these behaviors. Now, you know, when we're training dogs, and I see a lot of dogs, I'm not expecting to be their favorite person. That's mom and dad's job. But I do want them to enjoy the training and have a good time. This isn't just, you know, make you do stuff. This is fun and engaging, and he's having fun and he's being engaged, so we like that. Definitely regretted not having a hair tie for this session, but we are too late and we're just gonna deal with it. So I was just kind of blind the whole time, but that's okay. We can go off with vibes, that's fine. Really, these first couple sessions are not that interesting. We don't have any behaviors or anything cool going on, but I'm trying to kind of fill it in with voiceover because it is very boring to watch, but good dog training is boring. Now Mav here, when people ask me why I put my gym membership as a tax deduction for my business, I'm gonna show them this video. I love him, he's great. He is typical Malinois, there's nothing bad here going on, but this boy can pool. Goodness gracious, this boy can pool. So yeah, this will be my example if the IRS ever comes for me and asks me why I need my gym membership. Some challenges that I think he's gonna have are gonna be just our typical, honestly typical for puppies, typical for his breed, impulse control. It's gonna be the big one. So holding our stays while stuff happens, healing while stuff's happening, distractions, things like that. So I'm trying to get our basics down as soon as I can, which again, this is our first day of training, so I'm not expecting him to be trained at this point, but I want to get our basics done as fast as I can because I want to use as much of that time that I have to work on proofing his behaviors, and if I can teach him to appropriately play toys with mom and dad, so doing stuff like fetch where we can have him release the toy, that's going to be super helpful for them and for him too, because I'm sure he would love to do some toy stuff. And then also, like, Malinois do kind of come predisposed for resource guarding, so I do try and work on that ahead of time before it could possibly become an issue. That is not me guaranteeing that your dog will develop resource guarding if you're watching this at home and you have a Malinois and you're like, oh my gosh, oh no. It's not in every dog, but it's a some dog thing. You know, when we have high drive dogs, they want things, right? You can see in some of these clips, and I just threw so much treats on the ground there, I'm horrible. But you can see in some of these clips, like, he's trying to stick his face in my treat pouch. He's very much forward. He's very pushy. That's what this dog is bred to be. So I don't fault him for that. Just like my Malinois puppy, Pig Fairy, she gets a little resource guardy with my other dogs. I don't fault her for that because I'm getting what I paid for. So when you're shopping for dogs, it's always important to kind of look at the breed, research the breed, even if it's like a mix or something from the shelter. Genetics are genetics. You know, we do have a lot of genetics getting spread around that are not ideal for some of these breeds, but we can kind of get a general idea of this is what this dog is going to grow into. I get so freaking excited when I get Malinois clients. Because I can really enjoy the training with them most of the time. We typically don't have as many issues with like getting the dog to warm up to us or having a whole lot of like environmental sensitivities. Like he recovers fast, and that's something I really look for. Even when I'm purchasing dogs for myself, the recovery. I don't mind if you get startled. Like I have a startle reflex too. It's called trying to keep yourself alive as an organism. But he recovers quickly, and he's very happy-go-lucky, so he's going to be a really fun dog to train, and I'm just super duper excited to see him kind of finish out with training. And he gets a little excited here. He bites the leash. I'm not upset with that. This whole point, and he ate the treat too fast. He's choking. He's okay, I promise. I don't have a problem with him getting a little excited in these early sessions. I want to classically condition him that when I come out and after I go potty, fun stuff happens. That's going to make him potty faster, which is good for me, and also eventually give the owners a potty cue, hopefully. But it also makes him better at the behaviors. If you really hate your job and you only do it because you absolutely have to, you probably don't do as good of a job as someone that loves their job. So kind of take that, when you're thinking about training your dog and how your training sessions go, is if they really like it, they're going to put their whole heart into it. If they're doing it because they have to, because maybe all you train with is compulsion, or you didn't figure out what they like as a reward and you're choosing the reward, you're probably getting some kind of not ideal behaviors. Their tail's not wagging, they're not loosey-goosey with it. You can see like he naturally has a very nice gait to his heel, and I would like to kind of put an attention heel on him if I have the time in his program.